In this, shalom everybody, in this short video, we will speak about how sometime what is bad for someone or horrible for someone or a horrible news for someone is a great news for someone else. What happened in Syria now, many Christians in Syria will be upset because they fear to have an Islamist government. And we do not know what will happen next, but we will see. However, what happened in Syria is a great news for the Christians in Lebanon. To explain to you more, Syria, through the last almost 40 years, they became like an octopus over Lebanon. Even actually they have war with Hezbollah itself, and they killed many members of Hezbollah, which means whoever opposed them, they kill him. They capture a lot of Lebanese, they send them to jails, nobody heard of them again, many they've been tortured, killed, and disappear. So the Lebanese, they did live a very horrible life because of a very aggressive, strong army next door. Lebanon is a small country, and they don't have a massive army, and the Syrians, they took advantage of that. The same as Turkey now taking advantage of Syria. It's like, the octopus, the biggest fish eat the small fish. So what happened in the last 2 months, or let us say since the stupid Nasrallah, he launched his attack on Israel in October 8. This donkey, when you became like you have he have 100,000 fighters. So he said to himself, man, I became a major force in the land. Who can oppose me? So he started acting as if he owned Lebanon. Lebanon is a Christian country, never was Shia, never was Muslims. They have nothing to do with it, and those are not even Arab. In fact, if you look at their faces, you will see they look different. So since he became very powerful, hundreds of thousands of rockets and missiles, heavy training, and they organize, like Hezbollah now, they have branches around the world. They have even branches in Africa, in Venezuela, in many countries in South America. They partner with the cartel because they produce drugs. So they become rich and powerful. And the Christians in Lebanon, they are left alone. There's no support. You see, everybody have support except them. Even Hamas are sponsored by Putin, not only by Iran. As we know, the stupid Putin, he invited Hamas to Moscow. But he never invited the Christians of Lebanon to Moscow. And we will make maybe a video about Putin's wrong calculation, because he was wrong about his war in Ukraine. He was wrong about Iran able to support him. He was wrong about able to put pressure on Israel. He was wrong in thinking that by leaving 5 airplanes in Syria, he can protect the situation and get things under control. He was wrong about his agreement with Erdogan. Erdogan gave him a finger, and as you see, he is taking over Syria. He was wrong in everything. And the most important wrong he was about thinking that Hezbollah is really powerful. Less than 2 months of war with Israel showed us how Israel can cripple not only Hezbollah, but Iran and Syria altogether, and Yemen, and Iraq. In fact, now the Iraqi government, I saw many report from the Iraqi government begging the American to ask Israel not to attack Iraq, because the stupid Iraqi Shia, they were sending rocket to Israel. And now Israel, their hands is free. I mean, they are done. Even though they signed ceasefire with Hezbollah, but still they are attacking almost every day south of Lebanon, or even just yesterday in the border between Syria and Lebanon, because Hezbollah trying to pass by. So the Israelis, they signed a ceasefire, but they did not stop fire. Hezbollah don't dare to answer or to retaliate. This is how crippled they become. The war in Syria started and the terrorists are advancing, but the terrorists of Hezbollah don't even dare to cross the borders. And if they cross as individuals, as a traveler, as civilians. They don't dare. This is how scared they are now. So look what happened now in Lebanon. After all those years, the Syrian and the Shia and the Iranian controlling the politics, controlling the government, controlling the police, controlling the army, scaring the hell of everybody. Now, because of Israel, they are doomed. Those Hezbollah. And now the Christians in Lebanon, they feel they are free again. They feel powerful again, thanks to Israel. The Christians in Syria are very upset because, as I say, they are worried about, the Muslim terrorists will rule over them. But look like the Muslim terrorists, they knew how sensitive attacking the Christians in Syria, because that can ignite a lot of a problem for them. So I saw some videos about the Muslim terrorists in Syria trying to be so friendly with the Christian towns. Like the town I mentioned to you, where no terrorists were able to occupy, they are negotiating in a peace way to have a peace agreement and not to have a war between the Muslims and the Christians in that town. So sound like good, but we don't know for how long. However, if they make such a mistake attacking Christians, that will make them doomed and lose the same as the Assad was doomed. So I'm not really too much worried about it for now. But it's amazing how few days in history, like history sometimes can be summarized by a day. Like a century can go by and nothing to remember in the century. But there is a day in the century can be remembered. And this is what happened in the last few weeks. Israel, who everybody look at them down. War crimes, bad. I mean, look, you see the human right. They say that Israel commit a crime. Why? Because there's a soldier was burning a house. You burn their houses. You rape their women. You kill their children. And when they burn your house, they are committing war crime. Get lost. Get lost. Very hypocrite. I mean, this human right department, who is the one who was in charge of human right? Do you remember? It was Iran. Imagine they put Iran to be the head of the human rights department. Other day it was Qatar. Imagine dictators and terrorists are the one in charge of a human right. I will not be surprised if Turkey tomorrow become the head of the human right in the United Nations. So it's just a joke. And Israel proved again and again that they are a powerful nation, and proved that if God is with them, who could be against them? It's obvious for me that God is making everything work for the benefit of Israel. All those enemies fighting each other, Shia, Sunni, Erdogan, etc., all work together for the benefit of Israel. And now, Iran is very close from making a nuclear weapon. But again, all things work for the benefit of Israel. Trump will be a president in a few weeks from now. Israel will have golden opportunity to attack Iran if they want and destroy their nuke facility. Everything working for their benefit. Good luck for you, Israel. Bad luck for the wicked terrorist, Shia or Sunni. Even the Muslim Sunni terrorists now in Syria, they will be obeyed by the order of Israel. Who dare to open his mouth or lift his head after what they saw from Israel? The only risk I see is Erdogan getting close from the border of Israel. And Israel, they have to be sure that Erdogan will not have bases inside Syria or close to their borders. So I wanted to share with you this, how bad news for somebody can be a great news for somebody else. It's like a stock market. You buy stock, he buys stock. His stock go up, well, then that your stock will go down, because his product opposing yours. And the Israeli are always winning, and they never lost. And those stupid Arab, they are drawn with their hatred, drawn with their wickedness, drawn with their hatred of sectarian hate. Shia versus, I mean, there's a million Shia sect and there's a million Sunni sect, and now even those terrorists in Syria, who they are, they call them the oppositions, which is nothing but a group of Islamist terrorist groups. Soon they will start shooting at each other. Count my words. You will see. And then the big whale will eat the small fishes. And mostly this is the Al-Qaeda. They will eat the small one. So it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen next. And let us see. Maybe Syria will be divided to 3 countries. One in the seaside, one in the Kurdish side, which Turkey will never agree upon, but depend of what the American want, not about what Turkey want, and one for the Muslim Sunni. We will see. Time will tell. Leave your comment. And this was the summaries of history of pain and struggle within that territory between wicked men fighting over wicked religion. Islam is wicked. Muhammad is nothing but a termite. And no matter how good the wood, termite will eat it. For this is what they are made for. They are termite. Never expect something good from termite. And this is the biggest mistake of the filthy, stupid investors in Islam. Whoever invests in Islam, he is investing in termite. When they finish all the wood around, they will come to your wood. It doesn't matter what the name of your country. Thank you very much. God bless you. Leave your comment. And don't forget not to give us a like. For sure you will not. I understand. God is good. So is Jesus. I mean to that. See ya.